hey, there's a company out there that's given us a witch, gave us a multiverse, gave us a Viking god, and they're the biggest, littlest company out there.
It's got to be Marvel.
No, it's A24. Watch your mouth. I knew where you were going with it.
I knew where you were going.
Yeah. Funny part is, I actually verbally said this earlier to Jordan, and I never even told you what I was doing. You knew exactly what I was talking about.
As soon as you said the multiverse, I was like, everything everywhere all at once.
Okay, can we, like, before I get into Men, because I saw Men from A24 today, can we agree Everything Everywhere All at Once is a better multiverse movie than Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness?
100%. I cried like a baby.
People said, yeah, I heard people called it. Someone made a joke that Doctor Strange gave the Kids Bop version.
That's
accurate.
Accurate.
It's very accurate. So I saw A24's new movie, Men. I liked it. I thought it was good. It does take I do. So it is a weird.
He's here with us, right?
Hey, anyone ever seen that movie Sausage Party? So there is, Jacob, what I tell you, you get to this part in the movie where it's like, oh, this is kind of sad. And then it just turns like just wild shit. So
as somebody who doesn't like scary movies, is this a movie that
it's creepy? It's not jump fest. It's just cringy.
Did you ever see Sorry to Bother You?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, what? Say it again.
I was just telling Adam, compare it to another movie that's as creepy or like what it feels like. Because if you're about to say Midsommar, then I'm gonna leave.
No.
So I'm just gonna say when he described it to me, because I have not seen the film, when he described some of it to me, as far as like it just like weird, it reminded me of Sorry to Bother You. Have you ever seen that movie?
Yeah, I would probably say that.
No.
It's a really funny film, and it's super laid back, silly. Lakeith Stanfield stars in it, and it's really funny, and then out of nowhere, there's just this underlying serious subplot.
I wish Jay Stoops was here. She'd probably eloquently put this. Here? But it's about a woman who's she served divorce papers to her husband. Husband doesn't want to get divorced. They argue. He punches her in the face. She kicks him out. He goes to the building above, or they're in apartments. So the
spoilers for anyone listening.
Yeah, spoilers. I mean, that's kind of in the thing.
Well, if it's the trailer, like
it's
the
kind of in the trailer. I added the divorce part, but everyone understands it. Getting from the balcony above to the other to his balcony, apparently fell or let go, unalived himself, and then so now this is a little time after she's taking a holiday because it takes place in England. She's in some English countryside, staying at this cottage, and this one actor plays these multiple actors in the movie. He plays different people in the movie, all the same face though. And then she's being stalked by this naked wild version of him, and then that person gives birth to one of the other people it's just this wild ride. I watched literally a man give birth to himself 6 times and then found out it was her husband's deity basically at the end. It is a wild ride.
I kind of want to watch it, but
it's just really good.
Weird.
But A24, right? Like
that's how these 24 movies are. You describe them and they sound like a fever dream, but then you watch them and you're like, oh wow, that's beautiful.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like looking what were the little glass things called? You would look through and it would change the
kaleidoscope.
Yeah, that's what kind of is. It's like trying to describe a kaleidoscope to somebody, and then they look at it and it's like, oh my god, this is gorgeous, but the way you described it is weird as shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
But A24 just banger after banger after banger after banger, and I feel like they don't get enough love.
I mean, they have a whole cult following. People know that they rule.
You can like pay to be a member apparently now.
Dude, that's sick. I think that's what speaking of, like you said, kind of like the cult following, I was telling Adam, because he was saying like the thing is like A24 puts out a movie and you don't hear a ton about it, but it does numbers, and it's like that's because they know their audience backs them, like their audience supports and backs them. And so, because everything everywhere all at once, didn't it have, I think I read like $22 million budget, not 22 million. Was it 22 million?
I think it was something like that. Go ahead. I'll look it up.
It was something lower, but then for it to hit the way that it did, to the point that it kind of broke through to broader audiences, I feel like, because I definitely think that you definitely have more people paying attention to A24 who maybe weren't before from that movie.
$25 million budget.
That's crazy, because that's how much She-Hulk. So actually, here, put that
one
in
episode of She-Hulk is as expensive as Everything Everywhere All at Once's entire movie.
See, now he feels even. Now he's even more mad. He's like, nah, because I watched that movie and it was amazing. But yeah, continue about men.
As soon as we get done with this, it's gonna be a race of who makes that video first, right? Like, hey, you all are complaining about the CGI and She-Hulk. Just remember, it's $25 million per episode, which is the entire budget for Everything Everywhere All at Once.
I'm gonna film it while y'all are talking.
Jokes on him. He could post it first, and I'll stitch his video and then still just say the same thing.
You'll get more likes and comments than I will.
I'm just gonna use his face again. Yeah, I thought it was really good. I gave it God.
This is what we should celebrate. How many kazoos out of 10?
Ooh,
how many kazoos?
Yeah, whole thing. Yeah.
Like I'm in between the 7/8s right now, because like it's really good.
What's your
I'm like at a 7.8 kazoos.
I knew you were gonna say 7.8 because you said 7 or 8, and I was like,
yeah, like I'm in there and I'm like 7.8. I did put myself in there. I really did. 7.8 kazoos.
The fact that he gave you a physical thing to rate it by kazoos and you still didn't use whole numbers.
So about 7 1/8.
Yeah, just
for those of you listening, you can check out the video version to see
just cut the tip off.
The visuals that Jake
every
just
but the tip.